Hello Aquarius and welcome to your October 2025 reading. So this month we have our beautiful full moon in Aries. That moon showing us our inner power, our fire, our I am. And that's on the 6th, and on the 21st we're going to have the new moon in Libra because we're in Libra season. And entering Libra season and all of that, of course. And so Libra here being in front of Aries is going to be that beautiful dance between the I am and then me and the other. All of that power struggle, power, the what I want, where do I end and the other starts. And especially now we have Saturn and Neptune retrograding in Pisces 12th house. So this is going to go and hit our dreams. Is it possible in a structure, or am I a slave to my old emotional baggage, or am I able to structure my dreams and my aspirations? There you go. So on this. And of course, we're going to have Venus entering Libra on the 13th of the month. So, Venus being the planet of unconditional love and abundance and the ruler of Libra, she's going to come and ask the question: do you love yourself enough to follow your dreams or to stand for your rights, and so on? So, that's a bit what it looks like on the planet side. Let's see what the tarot wants you to know to have an efficient month. Let's see. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me give a reading to Aquarius for the month of October. Oops. All right. October 2025. October 2025. All right. Give me 3 cards for Aquarius. Oh, there it is. Okay, divine timing here. We have Temperance, we have the Moon in reverse, and we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So this comes in when cards are in reverse, they're active in the unconscious or they are blocked. There's something that wants to be revealed by the Moon, so that means probably this is how you're getting in the month, but the revelation is probably going to come here. What needs to come to the surface to be addressed. The Knight of Wands in reverse, this is when we have a hard time grounding our energy, our fire. Hint, Aries here. So maybe we can have sparks of, yes, this is what I want, I'm starting it, but it doesn't stay. And here with Temperance, this is kind of being able to see the bigger picture about this. Let's continue. To heal it, to see the bigger picture, to understand what was the core belief that created that. And things are going to change. Wheel of Fortune. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. That's interesting because it's a bit like what was messing up with your fire. You understand what was messing up with your fire unconsciously. That means before you couldn't put your finger on it, but it's going to be revealed what was hidden under the moon. And because you're going to understand it, it's going to be revealed. That means it's going to come up to the surface so that you can make a judgment on it. It is the divine timing of it. Understanding it, Wheel of Fortune, will actually change the circumstances for you. Bottom of the deck, I have 3 of Cups in reverse. and that is our capacity, a bit like the Nine of Cups, where the cups are over the head. They're over the head also, so that means being able to receive even from things that we haven't conceived, vibrations of things that we haven't conceived, that are directly from the divine. We have three feminines here, so this is the shape of receptivity, because the number 3 is the first closed shape. 1, 2, and then 3. It's the matrix. It is the uterus. Okay, and so here a receptive closed shape, and it is harvest and all of that. But when it is in reverse, we have a hard time receiving, or we're receiving from lower frequencies, not higher frequencies, lower frequencies that we haven't mastered yet, instead of higher frequencies that we haven't experienced yet. So let's clarify this. So they are going to come up to the surface to be judged. Whatever was hidden under the moon in your unconscious. All right. Let's clarify this for Aquarius for the month of October 2025. And we, at the same time as the full moon in Aries, we do have Mercury entering Scorpio. And Scorpio is there to point out what we need to let go, to let transform, and so on. Mercury is going to help us understand it or get the message. Let's see. Moon, why is the moon and the Knight of Wands in reverse? Okay, so I have a King of Cups. I have a King of Pentacles. And I have a 5 of Swords in reverse. So the 5 of Swords, there's another 5, but the 5 of Swords is Venus in Aquarius. And that's when Aquarius keeps on all the memories of when Venus isn't there, all the distortions it experienced of distorted Venus and wrongly embodied Venus or understood Venus. So it keeps the 3 of Swords in his hands to counter these other logical parts, conscious parts, masculine parts, to counter them when they want to do something. So that would be a bit what stops that energy when you're trying to accomplish something. You're undoing it in your mind before it comes to reality. So that would be your King of Swords, because here they're saying King of Cups, King of Pentacles, I know how to invest myself and all of that, but there might be part of my mind that is using my old disappointments and heartaches to undo what I am investing myself. Behind the King of Pentacle, I have the 7 of Cups in reverse, but I'm not bathing in illusions here consciously, but I keep the conclusions I drew from my old pains. Maybe I'm not projecting them logically, but I am keeping the thinking pattern of it. Let's look at that 5 of Wands. But all of this is actually going to come up to the surface, because you will have a hard time planting that pentacle. King of Pentacles, that means it's in your hands. You can build it. You can make it happen. Why am I not doing it? Why is there always something popping up? It seems I cannot back myself up. I will understand. It will become clear why. And I'll have to make a judgment on that aspect of me. All right, the judgment on that aspect of me, here it is, Aquarius, on the juggling. So that means a bit in, a bit out. What makes me pull out? Even when I receive something that I know it's me, I should invest in it. This is the star. This is the principle of I understand, I experience it, I flush it away. I am completely always aligned with my true vibration. So, of course, there's going to be a judgment on the part of me that has the old wounds, that is being conflicted when it comes to investing in what I want and what I desire or whatever. That part, I'm going to have to judge it and flush it away so that I can really embark and plant and invest, and not just fighting that kind of I'm in it, but I pull off. What makes me pull off? That is going to come to the surface for you, my beautiful Aquarius, so that you can be more in your true vibration. So this is really going to be interesting to dig deeper in your own personal truth here of what comes and mess up my energy. Probably that, full moon in Aries is going to tell you about it, because you know that you have what it takes, physically, you know the value of things and all of that. Why can't my fire back me up? Yeah. Why can't my fire back me up? I'm going to call this judging your fire. Judging the pattern of your fire, why it's like this and all of that. Judging your fire. Because that's what's going to happen, or the opportunity that you will have this month. So, on this, my beautiful Aquarius, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and all of that. If you want a private reading, of course, you go on mysticwitchtarot.com, and the link will be below. That's where you're going to have access to all sorts of different readings, and the tarot course with the Tree of Life, the tarot book that talks about the Tree of Life and tarot, of course. And also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on the new moon and the full moon, I ask the divine to give you back in the shape that is the most beneficial for you. And so on this, and of course, there's Samhain at the end of the month. So a good opportunity to talk to our ancestors, to our shadows, to understand them, to transcend, digest, honor, all of that. So on this, have a beautiful month of October, and I'll see you next month.